Good morning, Karri and Amy.
Good morning. I like how it says we've been promoted to panelist, It's like we finally made it.
Yeah. Thanks for joining. So
Of course. Good morning. I'm just gonna take my earrings out.
everyone, and give us a few minutes. We'll get started here in a couple minutes. Allow some people to hop on.
Cool. Okay. I'm just recovering from our bubbles and broomsticks last night, which was great. But tired today.
Darren, how many people registered?
I don't know. Abraham has that numbers and he's out today.
Oh, okay.
Oh, is he okay?
Yeah, no, he's out of training.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right.
Normally we have anywhere between 20 and 40 that register. And then within the first month, we have a couple hundred people that watch each one of the videos. And I'll talk a little bit about this, but it'll be recorded. I'll probably take out this part. We'll start here in a second. And then when people ask questions, we send them over to the videos.
Okay. And then Darren, so I've got like a Canva presentation. Will you just share screen with me and with Karri, like just share with us and then we can just put up our presentation?
Yep. And can you share right now, Amy?
Let me check it out. Let's see here.
Yep.
It'll work?
Yep.
Okay. So how do I stop share? There we go. It's the big red button that says stop share. Zoom. Yeah. Okay, there we go. How about you, Karri? You good?
Yep. You're sharing, Karri.
She's got it.
I got it. Okay, stop share. There we go. Okay.
Let's give it another minute, then we'll get started.
Okay.
I hope as we're talking, my dog doesn't decide to come on in. But I feel it, he probably will.
Well, good morning and welcome to this month's workshop. My name is Darren Gale. I'm the Assistant City Manager with the City of Brentwood, and I also have Ricardo here. And we're excited to talk about two of our largest big business organizations here in our community, which is our Brentwood Downtown Business Coalition. Sorry, yeah, Coalition, right? DBC. And then we also have so we have Amy Tilley, their executive director, and then we're also joined by the current president of the Brentwood Chamber of Commerce, Karri Reiser. And let me just give you a brief little background. So each month, the city of Brentwood is holding these workshops. And the idea is that we have, so in economic development, one of the things that we're always trying to do, and everybody wants to talk about, is like that big new shiny car, right? When are we going to get X? When are we going to get Y? And all those are exciting. Honestly, for me, Ricardo and Abraham, some of the most important things is seeing our local businesses grow. And how can we take, a small mom and pop business, or maybe it's a small mom business that's in home, and how can we grow that to a second employee? And how do we grow it from being inside a home to maybe being in some shared workspace that we have a few of? And then from that shared workspace, they have a physical location with a physical front door, not just a virtual front door. And so that's the purpose of these workshops. We've had a few of them. We've talked about business plans. We've talked about marketing. We've talked about finance and making sure that you don't commingle your personal and your business, and getting your business credit, which is totally different than personal credit. And today, our idea is we want to talk about some of the services that are being provided by our local business organizations. And that's why we have Amy and Karri here. Each one of them have I'm going to say a brief presentation, but normally we spend about an hour. If it's less, okay. If it's a little bit more, okay. But both Karri and Amy will give a presentation. And then after their presentations, we'll open it up for questions. And then once again, we'll also put this video up on a website. And before this is over, I'll have a slide that has my contact information. And then it'll also have the contact information for Karri and Amy, which I know that they probably have on their slides. So at this time, I guess we'll go alphabetical order. Why don't we start with Amy and our downtown business group, which had an amazing event last time. There was lots of witches and broomsticks downtown. Mm-hmm. So Amy, I'll turn over to you if you'd like to share your screen and go ahead.
Okay, great. Well, thank you, Darren. I love that introduction, and I love the fact that Brentwood, sees and appreciates the small business community the city does, and has put significant resources and time into supporting them and supporting our organization so we can better support them, and really about supporting who we have here today, and then kind of paving the way for the future. So give me a minute here to get to my little presentation, and then let me know. I'm going to go with the full screen here. Okay, can you see that okay?
Gotcha. Perfect.
Okay, cool, great. Well, thank you. So my name is Amy Tilley. I'm the Executive Director for Downtown Brentwood Coalition. We are a nonprofit group that supports small businesses. We're set up similar to the Chamber, but another great reason for doing this webinar with Karri and with the Chamber is to show that we both have a lot of great ways that we can support our local businesses, and this will kind of show. We get asked a lot, kind of like, what is the difference between the Downtown Brentwood Coalition and the Chamber? And really, they're complementary, services, resources for our small businesses. And hopefully, after this, you'll have a better understanding of the differences and the similarities, and why you should really be using all of those tools for your small business. So, welcome everyone. I will, I've got some highlights here. We're going to go into a little bit of background about the organization. I'll tell you who we are, like who makes up the coalition, what our mission and our vision is. Some of the important topics for us are, community building. We'll talk about support areas and more specifically, how we can support the community and economic impact that an organization like ours has had with the support of our business members and nonprofit partners in the city. And I want to show a few examples of some marketing and special event things that we do. As Darren alluded to, we had, I don't know if it's an event, but it's called Bubbles and Broomsticks. We did that last night, and it's really a retail focused. And we had 30 businesses in downtown participate for that last night, and had, on a Wednesday night, had over 1,000 people probably come down and just do shopping and have a really great time down there. And the businesses had a great experience, and it gave them a nice little boost midweek. And so I'll talk a little bit about those things. Events are a part of what we do, but they're not everything. So a little bit of background, if you haven't heard of the Downtown Brentwood Coalition. Downtown Brentwood, a lot of people will say, maybe 15, 20 years ago, you could see tumbleweeds literally rolling through downtown. And they would say, well, why would we come to downtown? There's nothing for us there. There was always things there, but it just wasn't as vibrant as it is today. And with the support of the city and our partners and our members, now we've got this really revitalized downtown, and it's taken a concerted effort to get it there. And so I would say this for anyone on this webinar, even if you're not in Brentwood, anywhere that you may find yourself, if you are near or adjacent to a downtown district, whether that's in Antioch or Pittsburgh or Oakley or further away, anywhere really, if you're anywhere in or around a downtown area, I would definitely recommend checking it out, seeing if there's a downtown association or downtown program that can support you. They do a lot of great work, and for our organization, we're a Main Street organization, which means we have some really specific focus areas. But so just on that note, I would say if you're not even in Brentwood, definitely find out what your closest kind of downtown association is, and look into that. So for us, about 15 years ago, there was a group of small business owners who were in downtown and kind of just staring across the street at each other. That's the way I envision it. I think they just kind of were staring at their front doors going, we got to do something about this. We need to get more people down here. We need to fill up these vacant spaces. And they set about putting together some special events and kind of collaborating and combining their marketing efforts together to begin the process of revitalizing the downtown. And at that time, they had support from the city as well through different economic development grants and things for events they were doing. And so it's been a process to get to this point where we can really wholeheartedly support the small businesses and entrepreneurs in the area. In 2021, the Downtown Brentwood Coalition hired its very first executive director to have full-time support of this, because there are so many businesses now that we support. And we've been doing a lot of great work over the last, I guess, almost 4 years to support the businesses downtown. And I'm going to tell you specifically how we've been doing that. And last year we did receive our national recognition as a designated Main Street program, which means we're focusing on economic development, organization, promotion, and design, beautification, things like that. If anyone has any questions about that, I'd be happy to answer those afterwards. So who are we? What makes up the Downtown Brentwood Coalition? We have well over 80 small businesses and nonprofit partners that we support. It is a sprinkling of kind of at the top here. We've got food and beverage, we've got retailers, stakeholders, artists, students, nonprofits, city partners, educators, veteran service organizations, professional services. Also residents are important, and our senior citizen community. So, and many more. I'm sure I have not hit them all, but the way that we see it is, we will have the most success if we bring all of these groups to the table and find out how we can kind of support them today and tomorrow. And that's what we're focused on doing. So we're putting together programs and marketing daily. We have social media that seems to have a really pretty good following. If you follow at Downtown Brentwood on either Facebook or Instagram, that's one way that we showcase our business members. I get a lot of requests from businesses, even like outside of Brentwood, saying, hey, can you share this for me, or can you promote our business? And for us, that's one of the membership benefits you receive, is that we really focus our membership marketing, our marketing primarily on our business partners who are members, and then also our nonprofit partners, and then things that are going on in the city, things that residents will want to engage with and that they will find interesting or relevant to them. We do have a board of directors. We've got somewhere between like 10 and 11 on our board of directors. We have a president, we've got a vice president, we've got a treasurer, all those board officer positions. And then we have directors, and most all of them, our goal was to have them kind of represent each area that kind of you see at the top. We really kind of want somebody from each bucket to be able to come to the table and speak and advocate for either their industry or their the residents that they represent. So that really helps us get a clear picture of if we're doing a good job, if we're supporting them properly. And if they're not, they can kind of raise their hand and say, yeah, but what about this group, or what about these people? And so just our little photos here, we've got some of our businesses, we've got some students, and some folks who've attended some events with us. Let's move along here. So our mission and our vision and our partnerships, I don't want to spend too much time. I don't want to go too long on this presentation, but I'll say our mission is really fairly simple. And it is to support economic development here in downtown Brentwood via the small businesses. Small businesses are absolutely our passion. As Darren stated, it's that mom who has a bakery business in her home and is really trying to take it to the next level and find another way to support her family. You know, just grow that business. And that's really important to us. We've seen some really amazing success stories. And all of those things create these incredible entrepreneurs, like probably many of you who are on this webinar, who are going to shine, and they're going to become a part of this community, and they're going to end up hiring, you know, somebody's son who's in high school down the road. And it's just kind of, there's a domino effect that happens in a good way when we support our small businesses. And so we want to create the most welcoming and diverse downtown that we can. That's what we've been on a mission to do. And by supporting small businesses and offering accessible, family-friendly events to the community. And we are working on that day in and day out. And we, you know, hope that you've been able to come to some of our events, or maybe chat with some of our business members, and they can talk to you some more about kind of what their experience has been. But we're very proud of the partnerships that we have with the city, with the chamber, with Harvest Time, the Historical Society. All of these partnerships are incredibly important to building a community that that people care about and that they take seriously. And this has a trickle-down effect in so many ways in downtown, just in terms of feeling safe in downtown. We are building a community where people, you know, want to bring their children, where seniors feel comfortable walking down the street, and where businesses feel that they can rely on one another or call on one another. We want everyone to be on a first name basis. That's really important, is the relationships that we're building. And that all kind of starts, you know, with being with organizations like the Chamber and Downtown Brentwood Coalition. It's just a really great way to kind of get into the center of that and become a part of that. And giving back to your community is always a good thing. So what we do, I kind of put it into 6 different buckets here: economic development, marketing and promotion, community engagement, special events, advocacy, and business support. And we are champions for our community. So a little about each of those things. Through economic development, that really has to do with how we're supporting the businesses that we have, how we're recruiting new businesses, how we're creating a space that new businesses and new investment, they're interested in coming into downtown. We have seen some really great investments and reinvestments in downtown over the last several years. You may know that our movie theater reopened up. There's a new business called The Yard on the corner of Oak and 2nd Street, which was a space that was underutilized for many years. And now underutilization will never be a problem for them. It's just packed out there with kids and families, and it was exactly what we needed, exactly when we needed it. And we're very proud of, you know, just kind of creating this space that people want to be a part of and that businesses want to come into. And the way we keep them, keep awareness growing about their businesses, so they feel that there's a great value in being a part of our organization, is we do a great deal of marketing and promotion. Sometimes that's through special events. Sometimes it's through things we just call like programs or efforts, which I'll show you a few examples of that in a few screens later. We advocate for our businesses, and when they've got a problem or they've got an issue or something a process is being slowed down for them, something that's stalling them from growth or from being successful, we want to be there to support them and kind of handhold a little bit, or get them the resources that they need to be able to overcome any challenges that they're facing. Because we understand a small business, you guys just don't have the marketing budget. You don't have the same thing as some of these big giants. We're out there not fighting against, that's not the right word, but we've got the Amazons, we've got the you know, the Temus out there. We've got a lot of things that make it difficult for small businesses right now, and we know that it is a challenging market. The conditions are challenging right now, so we're really trying to go above and beyond for our small business members and advocate for them in any way that we can, because we know it's not just every dime is important. Every penny is important. A lot of times these businesses are tied to your, you know, they're tied to your family. They're tied to your house. They're tied to different things where livelihood depends on the success of your business, and we want to be there to help you with that. So we engage a lot with the community. We do a lot of community facing things like a newsletter that goes out to the community, of course, our social media. We like to be out there at different functions, just engaging and, getting surveys from them, understanding what people want now, what we're missing, and try to fill in those gaps. And I don't think it has to be said, we're champions for the community. We love this city, and we want to see it grow and be a great place for people to raise their kids, and for their kids to come on back and raise their own families. Specifically, where we support, this is probably one of the bigger differences with the Chamber and Downtown Brentwood Coalition. We are very much more centered. We've got a geographical boundary, and that is because we have this historic downtown. It's a lot of older buildings. It's buildings that kind of maybe need some special care, and preservation and revitalization of those buildings is super important to us. We can't necessarily build out. We might be able to go up in some places, but there's not like a ton of area we can. So we've got to really focus our efforts on this area you see here with the little trees and everything. That's the downtown core. And we want to support as much as we can the businesses that are already existing in that area, and just find out all the ways we can help them grow within the place they're at. As Darren stated, maybe it's bringing in or partnering or collaborating with another business. Maybe we're sharing spaces. So we're trying to get ahead of different market trends, and we're seeing some different things. We know it's hard for anyone to shoulder a lease on their own right now, in a lot of ways, because things are high, things are expensive. And so within this space, if you walk around downtown, you'll see some really interesting and innovative ways that these businesses are growing and thriving. We also support this key-shaped area. This is called our affiliate member boundary. So it starts down near the police station, and it goes up near past grocery outlet, and near which is now El Tarasco, which was La Hacienda, down there by Sand Creek. And so anything within that red area, if you're a business within there, definitely reach out to us, and we would be glad to talk with you and see if you're within that support area. We're small, and so that's, we need to kind of have some boundaries, and the Chamber does a great job supporting businesses all over Brentwood and even within this boundary. And for us, we are just kind of focused on this area here. I mentioned revitalization, transformation. That's what we've been trying to focus on the last few years, is just this revitalization. And I feel like we've done it. I feel we've accomplished that, and we'll continue to accomplish that. Transformation, this was a word that for the past few years was on my mind every day. Was how do we shift to something really kind of more magical, something that people want to be a part of, that now we've got a list of folks who want to come in and bring their business to downtown. And that's exactly what we were going for. And so we feel that we've been successful in the efforts that we've been doing, but we can't let up. There's always competition out there, as you guys know. As soon as you sit back or relax a little bit on certain things, it's competition stiff out there. And so we try to just be on top of things for our businesses, so that we're always being competitive and allowing them to compete with some of these bigger box stores and things. Our goals and objectives: we want to improve our relationships in the community, grow our small businesses, continue our strategic work with our different partners, and have these special events and promotions. And we want to focus on bringing foot traffic to these businesses and continue to boost the economics in downtown and really throughout the city. We want to be able to provide a lot of great jobs for people, and just make it a fun place to be and live and work and play. We're recruiting businesses right now as much as we can, as space allows, and we're supporting the existing businesses that we have. A few examples, I don't know if all of them are popping up here on the screen, but these are some of our programming examples. They're not necessarily events, but things we've done, like this Bestie Bash or the Peppermint Trail or our newsletter. Just general, I call this like general promotion, right? Like, welcome to downtown, we have this and that and the other thing. And so there's kind of a mixture of different marketing techniques we use based on the programs that we're deploying. And those are just a few of those examples. We are really focused on building a collaborative environment. It cannot be just one business on their own. That's hard. We want our businesses, as I said, to know each other. We want them to be able to say, hey, you know, I was thinking about doing this program and I know you do this, and it would be really cool if we did that together. And we found a lot of success for our businesses in helping them kind of find those partnerships and bridging those businesses together. And that way they can offer something creative and unique that maybe folks wouldn't have known about before. And it just amplifies their awareness of their own brand and of the branding and offerings of the business they're collaborating with. We like for them to, I love it when I hear, hey, I met with so-and-so the other day to talk about this, because we're all retailers and we're all kind of experiencing this. And so we all just got together and talked a little bit about how this is impacting us or how that is impacting us. And I just love that. I love that our businesses do that. So that's something that you can expect. And if, you know, when you're a part of a downtown business association, is that you've got peer support, you've got industry support. And there's a lot of different ways through our meetings and just communications, emails, newsletters that we send to our businesses. We were doing something called the Main Squeeze, allowing our businesses to just meet up for like a virtual hour, just to drop in, to like just tell us what's going on, vent if you need to. Sometimes you just need to do that, and maybe we can find a solution. And downtown, as I said, it's geography. It's a place where the community comes together. They really truly do. Everybody from, you know, all ages, all walks of life. We want downtown to be just the most welcoming place for everyone. And that's a lot of the promotion that we do, is just trying to reach groups that maybe haven't always felt as welcome, haven't felt as comfortable in downtown, to let them know that this is their downtown. It's their community, and this is a place where everyone is welcome, and small businesses particularly can connect with the community there. So it's really a physical place where to connect your business with the community. I won't go into graphic detail here, but we do a number of special events. We just got done with Oktoberfest a couple of weeks ago. We rolled right into Bubbles and Broomsticks. We do a winter wine walk that we partner with the Contra Costa wine growers on. We did a series of events called Hometown Nights, where we showcase the agricultural aspects of Brentwood and the history of Brentwood. It's important to us not to forget the history that's kind of got us to the point that we're at today. And I think that's what people love about downtown, is that they can kind of see, we kind of can mix the old with the new a little bit. And we've got a number of kind of hashtags that we use. Better in Brentwood is a great one. That's one that the city has deployed through their marketing, through the Better in Brentwood campaign. Probably a lot of you follow Better in Brentwood, and that's a great marketing piece for the city. And we all like to use that and just let people know that this is a place that supports small businesses, supports entrepreneurs, and it's a great place to raise your family and do business. So we rely on those things.
Amy, can we go back to that last slide real quick?
Yes, we
And
can.
I don't know how many more slides you have, because I want to make sure we leave some time for questions.
Just a couple. I have like just two more, I think, Darren.
So you have these hashtags up here. So are you saying that businesses, when they make posts, should include these as part of their post?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. If you pull, I would love to think that if you pull one of these up, or pull up hashtag Downtown Brentwood, which, you know, any of those, you may pull up posts and things. You know, you're going to, people who are searching for these things, or people who are like-minded, they're going to kind of find this stuff. So I absolutely think that's a good idea. Specifically, Better in Brentwood has been a really strong hashtag. So I would recommend any business anywhere in Brentwood uses that one. And you will find, people will search for that, and then they will find your content through that. So yeah, I think that's a really, really strong one.
I'll let you get through these next two really quick.
Okay, sorry. Okay. So I talked about this a little, but this is, we want to share the stories of the past. We want to showcase local services. We want to recruit for today and tomorrow. We're looking ahead, and that's why we think it's such a great idea for anyone who's thinking about needing some additional business support. Reach out to us. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you, City of Brentwood. Thank you, Darren, Ricardo, Abraham. And thank you to the Chamber of Commerce for sharing this webinar with us. And thank you so much to all the attendees. We appreciate you listening in, and we look forward to supporting you in the future. You can follow us at Downtown Brentwood. There's our website. And I'm sorry I didn't put my contact info on here, Darren, but I could definitely include that in the chat.
Okay, perfect. So
Thanks.
thanks. And before we go to Karri, I do want to add something. So there was a question asked very specifically of how can a new business, a new food business get involved with the Brentwood Farmers Market. So the Brentwood Farmers Market is actually put on by the Pacific Coast Farmers Market. It's a nonprofit organization. And to be a certified farmers market, there's a variety of different, there's a checklist that's required. And so I would encourage you, and I'll put into the chat the link to the Pacific Coast Farmers Market, their website. And through there, you can connect with them. Also, Amy might be able to give you, because I'm going totally blank on the name of our local manager of the farmers market, but that'll be the best way. I will tell you, they do their best to not have competing type of uses within the farmers market. It's a successful market that's year round. It's great. So just know if you can't get in right now, get on their waiting list, because they'll do their best to get you in.
I would add on to that, Darren. So the manager's name is Luis. He is there every Saturday. He's typically at the booth in kind of the center by the Delta Theater. He's a very nice man. I would say walk up to him and talk to him and say, "Hey, Luis, I'm a food vendor. I have got this product. I'd love to be able to showcase this." And I feel like talking in person sometimes is great, because these guys are on the go, moving around to different markets. So I know it's challenging for them to, respond to a lot of requests they get, but I would recommend going and talking to them on a Saturday during the market.
Yeah, and I see that it's human grade food for dogs. Definitely go talk to him. If you're looking at the theater, usually right to the right, he has a tent. I think it actually says Pacific Coast Farmers Market, and Luis will definitely be able to help you out. So let's turn it over. Thank you, Amy. As you can obviously see, our DVC has just a variety of amazing programs that are going on, and now we'll get to hear from Karri talk to us a little bit about the Brentwood Chamber of Commerce.
Thank you, and thank you, Amy, for an amazing presentation. The chamber loves working with the DVC on various events and everything. It's been an incredible partnership, and you guys do great work. Thanks again, Darren, for inviting us to be a part of this conversation. And I'll get started by sharing my screen here. Let's see. All right. Can you guys see my screen? Awesome. All right. So thank you guys for allowing us to come and be a part of this. And I'm just going to share a little bit about what the Brentwood Chamber of Commerce has to offer. A lot of it's very similar to what Amy shared is for the coalition. Although they do have that that area, that corridor and the downtown, we help support all the businesses all throughout the city of Brentwood, as well as in the outside communities of like Oakley, Discovery Bay, Antioch, really any business that would like to join the chamber. We always tell people, you can join whatever chamber you would like. You can join all the chambers. You can, it's always about finding the chamber that best kind of fits your business needs, as well as where you feel most comfortable. I always share this story. When I first moved to Discovery Bay, I looked at the two chambers, Discovery Bay and Brentwood, and just Brentwood had given me a lot more opportunity. Still love the Discovery Bay Chamber. I'm still going to be a member of that, but I had found at the very beginning, Brentwood was the one for me. And then, so I chose to be a part of the Brentwood Chamber, and haven't looked back. Absolutely love it, but always find the chamber that's going to best fit your needs, as well as where you're going to be able to find business opportunities and so on. But you can join any and all Chamber of Commerce's. It is, it's the smart thing to do. I have to say, my mom always told me, if you're starting a business, look to the chamber for help. And I've always lived by that. And I'm happy to share what we have to offer here at the Brentwood Chamber of Commerce. So what is the chamber? Our chamber is a voluntary business organization, and we're dedicated to promoting the civic and commercial progress of the city. Not every chamber is volunteer based. There are several chambers here in California that actually have executive directors, like what the Downtown Brentwood Coalition has, as well as a lot of paid staff. Ours is very different. We are run every one of us on our board of directors, we're all business owners. We have one paid staff member, and that's our admin. Her name is Kylie. She just started with us. She is a Liberty alumni, so we're really happy to be able to hire one of our own to come and share the chamber with everyone. But you can call her anytime and get her, and she's been a great employee for us. We started in 1952. Again, we're staffed weekdays for assistants. Our organization is led by myself as president. It's a one-year term. So my term ends in a couple of months, and Adam Martinez from Handy Dads is going to be our president in 2025. We have a CFO. Her name is Jane Ortwig. She's with Allstate Insurance. And then we have our board of directors along with our ambassador team. And like I said before, all of us are volunteer members. We either all own a business of our own, or we might be an employee to a member business as well. So who are our members? Our members are business owners, businesses, nonprofits, groups, and individuals, all interested in promoting their business and then getting to know local business owners. Those that are interested in improving the economic health and quality of life here in the community, and that they're willing to donate their time, talent, and our financial support for our efforts. So far this year, we're really proud to share that we've grown since January 2023. Our membership's grown by about 60%, which is wonderful. We're kind of getting, we're surpassing our before COVID numbers, which we're really proud of. And so far this year, we've clocked a lot of hours and volunteer time, which we're also really proud of as well. This is our 2024 Board of Director and Ambassador team. This picture is actually, there's some changes. We have our ambassador team has grown, probably doubled in size since this picture was taken back in February, if I remember, and which we're really excited about, because as more and more businesses become a part of the chamber, they're seeing the value of what it is to serve in the chamber as well. And so we're growing and growing, and that's a really great thing to do. But all of these people here are here to help serve you and your businesses here in the community. So what our chamber does, I have at the start of the year, we decided that we were going to kind of look at what the chamber does and how we're going to kind of like organize that information and how we can share it. And we came up with 4 basic pillars in which our mission is summed up in. And our 4 pillars are advocacy, marketing, education, and networking. So every program that we do, every initiative that we bring forward, usually it will always fall within one of these 4 pillars. And we use these pillars to help us make all of the decisions for the chamber, as well as the businesses that we're helping in the community. So I'm going to go over each of the 4 pillars with you. So our first pillar is advocacy. So as a Chamber of Commerce, we are members of Cal Chamber. So through our membership, it doesn't necessarily give your business the membership as well. However, you do get the representation. So when you are a member of, our chamber, your membership pays for the efforts of Cal Chamber. Cal Chamber is our primary advocacy group that goes to Sacramento and fights for the businesses here in the state of California. They speak to legislators, they speak to the governor, they advocate for policies and laws that are going to help promote business, help promote jobs, and such, and try and fight against those things that are what are considered job killers or are going to hurt businesses being in the community. So from a state level, we have that. We also have a membership in the United States Chamber of Commerce. They work on, of course, the national level. They're in Washington, and they're speaking to legislators on the behalf of businesses as well. Your local chamber, we speak at city council meetings, planning commission meetings. We advocate for members if they need our help with anything. We also advocate for the business community as a whole when it comes to different policies that might come through either city council or helping a business if their project's coming before the planning commission. Just this year, it will be announced in November, is our public policy platform. Some board members, as well as members of our chamber, we got together and we created this policy platform of where the chamber will be standing on various aspects of living in a city, where we're going to advocate when it comes to educational opportunities, where we're going to advocate when it comes to infrastructure, when it comes to healthcare, all of those different things. All of those things affect the businesses. You might not realize it, but they do. And the chamber has put forth where we are going to stand on all of those different platforms. And our platform is actually going to be introduced to our membership on November 1st. So look forward to that. And then we recently just hosted a candidates forum last week, in which we had all of our candidates for mayor, as well as the city council seats came in, and we had it moderated by Dr. Luan Hall. If you guys know her, she is the Tooth Fairy, had a very successful business here in Brentwood. And our candidates were able to answer questions not only about business and how they support businesses in the community, but also different community questions as well. But it was a great opportunity for the businesses to get to know the candidates better. And if you would like to take a look at it, if you go to thepress.net, their YouTube channel, you can watch the forum there. Marketing is our other aspect of what we do to help. And we have our Chamber Master Platform, which is our member website, so to speak. And it gets connected to the BrentwoodChamber.com website as well. We do events and also through our social media. And here's some examples that we have. Through our Chamber Master Platform, all of our members get their own member directory within it. So if you go to the BrentwoodChamber.com website and you go to look at our membership, find a member, this is awesome because a lot of people, when they first come into a community, when they first move in, for example, they go to the chamber to find businesses. They call us all the time. Do you know a business that does such and such? Do you know a business that does, this or that? And we're able to answer those questions by sharing the businesses that we have as part of our chamber members. So here's two examples of two businesses that have taken the opportunity to really beef up their member directory pages. So we always lead people who call or who email us. We lead them to these pages as well. And the one thing, what I do for a living is I do help businesses with their search engine optimization. And what I always tell my clients is always join your chamber and be a part of that member directory, because it is wonderful for your SEO to have your website listed right then and there. It helps with Google giving you kind of a thumbs up, and it gives you more credibility having your website connected to a Chamber of Commerce website. So, but it's a great opportunity. This is especially great for a business that might not have a website yet, but they want something where they can have their potential clients or customers come and take a look. They can use this page as their website for them until they're ready to start building their own website. It also is a lot better, I would have to say, than using social media, because you don't know what's ever going to happen with social media. Things get blocked and so on. We will never block your page unless you're no longer a member. Let's see. Next is marketing. So all of our members have the opportunity to put hot deals together that go onto our chamber website, as well as they get pushed out into social media. So here's some examples of two different businesses that have put together some hot deals that are going on this month. Of course, we've got Weekend at Denny's. Denny's does bottomless mimosas for $14.99. And then Balanced Wellness and Beauty is offering a 15% discount to our community heroes. And so all of our members get this opportunity. These hot deals are promoted on our website, and then they're also then promoted within our social media as well. One of the other aspects that members can do is if you have job openings, we have a section within our website as well, where you can post your job listings, and we get calls often for people asking if they know of anybody who's looking for work, and we're able to share our members' job postings with people in the community. And then let's see. Then we also have different events that allow us to give our members the opportunity to market themselves. So we have 5 major events within the community. Our Business Expo, which is a B2B, so business to business, as well as a business to consumer fair. We use the community center. All of our businesses that come, they have their booths. They share what they offer to the other businesses or what they offer to the community. And we've also put a job fair aspect into it this last year. So if you are an employer and you need people, it's a great opportunity for you to be able to kind of share and share your business, as well as try and find new employees. Celebrating Brentwood Gala is where we get to celebrate all of the wonderful businesses and people who serve our community. We have a big gala evening. We do voting throughout the entire month previously throughout the community, asking for voting for Business of the Year, Nonprofit of the Year, Citizen of the Year, as well as voting for Employee of the Year. So be mindful of those things coming up as we go into 2025. What we do is we celebrate the best of 2024. So start looking for all of that stuff in at this, probably I'd say probably February of 2025, when we open up the voting for those things. So if you know of an employee at a local business that just goes above and beyond, we would love for you to nominate them. We also do nominations for Youth of the Year. But the gala is our great way for us to celebrate all of those people and the accomplishments. And what your business can do is become a sponsor, be a part of it, get a table, all of these different kinds of things that you can do in order to market your business through our gala. La Grande Fiesta, Hometown Halloween, and the Holiday Parade are all 3 major events that we do in the downtown area, and either in the park or along the streets. We just had La Grande Fiesta back in September, and that is our Hispanic Heritage event. Different businesses can all have a booth and be able to share their businesses, sell their products, and so on and so forth. Hometown Halloween is actually this weekend, and we are going to be taking over all of the streets in downtown for the biggest Halloween trick-or-treating event in the community. We have businesses that are going to be having their booths in order to be able to market themselves to all the parents as they hand out candy to all of the kiddos. It is one of my favorite events. I'm looking forward to it. And if you've never been, come on down. We have literally over 1,000 kids come through with their families. And then, of course, our holiday parade, kicking off the holiday season. We always do it the weekend after Thanksgiving. So it's that weekend. And again, that's a chance for us to honor our recipients from our gala night. They all come and they get to all be a part of the parade, as well as businesses are able to have a float in the parade or have their businesses walk in the parade. It's also a great opportunity for our nonprofit partners to be able to also highlight their nonprofits and share with the community what they do. And then coming soon, we're going to be doing what's called East County Restaurant Week. It's an opportunity for us to highlight all of our restaurants that are members of the Chamber of Commerce, and we are partnering with the Discovery Bay, the Oakley, and the Antioch Chambers, and we're going to be building a very robust website that's going to feature each of the restaurants that are members. We're going to be encouraging people to go and visit the restaurants during those weeks, and we're going to have some contests on social media and things like that. So it's going to be a really great time. It's going to be done in spring of 2025, so please look forward to that. And we do social media as well. And I'll have to say that we always look at the Downtown Brentwood Coalition and their social media as our model, because Amy is fabulous with her social media, and we love what she does. And so you always want to imitate the best. And so we have been doing a really working and focusing on our social media. We do share all of the different, like, our events. So if you see, we have a ribbon cutting that we recently did, as well as our our last mixer. And at both of those things, we take tons of pictures and give an opportunity for us to market our businesses that are there. But also what we do is our chamber members have the opportunity to send what it is that they need posted on our social media to our representative who handles social media for our organization. And she will post it online for you as well as within our stories. So it gives us another opportunity to be able to promote the businesses that are a part of our membership. And so you can find us on Facebook at Brentwood, California Chamber of Commerce, or on Instagram at Brentwood COC. Education is our third pillar, and we have three different opportunities in which we do education. Here at the Chamber, we believe that educating our businesses help our business owners become stronger business owners, as well as giving opportunities for employees to also be educated, helps to build for better businesses as well. So we want to be that tool in the toolbox for each of the businesses here. And we have several opportunities in order for that to happen. First up is we have our Brentwood Power Network that meets twice a month, once a month on Zoom and once a month in our office. And the Brentwood Power Network is a networking group, first and foremost, but then it's also an educational opportunity as well, because we bring in different speakers that come in and talk about things like, what to do at a networking event, what are the follow-up, how to do marketing, how to use Canva. But we also have our members share as well. So if we have members who are insurance, we might do an insurance presentation about teaching what business insurance is and so on and so forth. So the Brentwood Power Network is a great way to build your business education. And then this year we opened up our in-person coaching with the City of Brentwood and the Small Business Development Center. This was, we were able to do this through one of the economic development grants. So I'm very grateful for the Abraham and Darren and Ricardo from the Economic Development Department and helping us put that grant together. And so we're able to offer coaching twice a month here in our office over in the community center. And what it is a half an hour of coaching with a business coach through the Small Business Development Center. And it's an opportunity to have a one-on-one coaching for whatever it is that you need. So if you are looking to grow your business and you're just not quite sure, how to do that, you want to go from being a sole proprietor to an LLC, but don't know like the first steps, this is a great opportunity for you to just sit one-on-one with a business coach. Maybe it's you're looking for financing. Maybe you need some help with your marketing. Again, maybe it's, trying to scale, like, I know I need to hire employees, but I don't know what to do. This is a really, really incredible opportunity in order to do that. In fact, we have some coaching that's going to be happening later this afternoon, usually on the second and fourth Wednesday of each month. You can check our website out, or also check the Economic Development Department website and find more information about that. That is open not just to our members, but to any business in the city of Brentwood. And then
let me add to that, Karri.
Go ahead.
This is all free. The SBDC program is a free program, and through the Chamber of Commerce efforts, we've made it so that you actually can have it here, face to face in our local community. So, and I know hopefully you only have a couple more slides so we can get to some questions also, Karri.
Yes, I do only have, I think, a couple more. But coming soon will be Entrepreneur's Edge, which is going to be what was formerly our Lunch and Learns, and it's opportunities for businesses. If you have a business that can help other businesses in some way, we would love to have you be a part of that and do presentations as well. And I will race through. Okay, networking, our final pillar. Networking has kind of been what we've always been the best at doing. It's what we love to do. We hold mixers on the third Thursday of every month. So we give 12 opportunities for our businesses to come together in a relaxed environment. We highlight a business that's hosting, as well as we give you opportunities to meet other business owners, find those power partners, those people that can help you with your businesses. I'm super excited that starting this year, we added 4 additional what we call mega mixers. One of them is through the county supervisor's office. She does a mega mixer every year that we're a part of. And then we partnered with the Discovery Bay and the Oakley chambers, and our 3 chambers have committed to every year hosting a mega mixer. We each take a month, and it gives us an opportunity for us to now bring our 3 chambers together in order to have more opportunities for our businesses to network. Ribbon cuttings are also another great networking opportunity. We're not only highlighting the opening or reopening of one of our chamber member businesses, but it also is, again, another chance for businesses to be able to talk to each other, become power partners, see where they can help each other out. And then one of the things that we began offering this year are blue ribbon anniversary events. So if you are a business and you are celebrating like a 5-year anniversary or 10-year anniversary or even 1-year anniversary, we would love to come and do a blue ribbon anniversary event at your business as well. And I've already shared a little bit about the Brentwood Power Network. As I said, first and foremost, it is a networking group. So they do come together and network. If you've ever been a part of a BNI or any of the other networking groups, it's kind of similar to that. But we do have the educational piece on it, which some networking groups do, some don't. And so we always say that joining the Brentwood Chamber is one of the best ideas for your business or nonprofit organization. And of course, I'm open for any questions. And I want to thank the City of Brentwood and the Downtown Brentwood Coalition for inviting us and coming together to share this great event.
Great. Thank you, Karri. So
You're very welcome.
let me ask first the simple or semi-simple easy question. What does it cost to join the chamber? What does it cost to join our downtown group? I know it's different, so let me just give you an idea. I'm a small business. I'm downtown. I'm within the boundaries of your membership, Amy, and I'm in the city. So Karri, why don't you tell me? I'm a small business of 5 people. What does it cost on an annual basis?
So it all depends on how many employees you have.
I have 2 employees.
You have 2 employees in your business. So with 2 employees in your business, the cost, I'm going to look it up because I honestly cannot remember off the top of my head. If I recall, it's only $220 a year.
Okay.
And you
So
can
under $300.
absolutely.
And does a person have to pay all up front, or can they pay monthly?
No, they can pay monthly,
Right.
which is very helpful.
And Amy, how about for yourself?
So we have 3 different membership levels. Our nonprofit partner is $79 for the whole year. It's $99 for the affiliate member boundary, that key shaped one I showed you guys. And then the core members are $300 for the year.
Great. And so then one of the questions that's brought up, I thought was a good question, which is, hey, someone makes a product. How can they get these products into one of your members' hands so they can start selling those products? So maybe I'll start with you, Amy, and then we'll go to Karri.
Sure. This comes up a lot, particularly because we do the Makers Boulevard in downtown, and we've got a lot of vendors want to pop up at events or have vendorships. So typically, like if they reach out to me and they say, hey, I'm selling this XYZ product, I'll say, okay, you know what? Let me think about that. Let's think about which shops that would be a great place to put this product on the shelf, and then just kind of connect them with that business owner. If it's something I'm uncertain about, I actually think it's not a bad idea for them to walk. Downtown's pretty small. You can take your bag of treats or whatever it is, and you can walk around, and you could definitely, most of the shop owners are at the register too. A lot of times you could just walk through and chat with them a little bit, or you can find them on our directory on our website and connect with them on that way as well. You just kind of want to look at who's down there and who might be a good fit for you. But yeah, definitely bringing in new products is something they love to do, especially locally made items.
Great. And any suggestions from you, Karri?
Yeah, and I would say the same thing as well. What we try and do is pair up our members with businesses that would work for them as well. We always encourage people, especially when they first join, to come to our upcoming mixer, or maybe it's a ribbon cutting and so on. One of the things that we do at our mixers is we do raffles. And so if you have a product, we always encourage you, hey, bring a sample of your product that you're willing to raffle off. You'll get an opportunity we'll have an opportunity to share what it is and introduce your business as part of that. And so we're able to do that as well. And, we have a couple member businesses that have businesses that do some curating of different vendors in. I know a lot of them are the same members that Amy has as well. And so we're able to kind of say, hey, check out this shop. This shop, you might be able to put your product in there as well. And then again, if someone who does like an online store, for example, having that part of our website is very helpful, as well as if a member has a product, they want to sell it and they want to do it through social media means, they can send that information to our social media coordinator, Christy, and she can go ahead and help promote it within our social media as well.
Right. So this is a great question, and I won't just throw it out to both you, Karri, and Amy, but also take it on, which is we have a ton of events downtown, and we have many businesses that feel like they're being left out. What is the chamber? What is the downtown groups? And first of all, I won't throw this to you first. I'll go ahead and take this. What's being done to help out businesses outside? So I would tell you, number one, first of all, the city, we have an economic development grant program that's every single year. Usually sometime in the first 3 months of the year that gets put out. And we're looking for new events and new programs that can be throughout the community. And actually, one of the goals of the city council is to push these out further into the community. That's one. Number two, I would tell you, if you're within a shopping center, many times you're paying what's called a CAM charge, a common area maintenance charge. You should talk with your property owner to see, how are they expending those funds? Usually it's safety, it's cleanliness, it's clean and safe. But you also might talk about, hey, could maybe some of your business owners get together and have these type of events out there. Also, the city is trying to encourage more people to have events in the parks outside, further into the community. So Veterans Park. I see a member that's on here that works with I think it's called Barktoberfest, which is a great event. There's also going to be the Veterans event that's coming up here in a couple weekends at Veterans Park. So there's always a variety of things. It's from an anonymous attendee. Please reach out to me. I would love to talk with you if you have some ideas. And I know both Amy and Karri are very supportive of events throughout the community, and I'll let them. If you want, you can add anything, Karri or Amy.
So that was one of the reasons why we're putting Restaurant Week together and kind of trying this model of creating this website and social media idea of trying to bring people to other areas to, in this case, will be to go to different restaurants in the various areas around Brentwood. And we're going to take this model and then see how we can apply it to other types of businesses. For example, retail spaces during the holiday season and so on and so forth. So, this is going to be our first foray into that part. One of the things that we kind of have a hard time with is our other businesses are part of bigger shopping centers. There's, rules in place as far as whether we can do an event in their parking lot and those sort of things like that. And we are looking at doing, different events over in different areas if it's a possibility. We haven't really discussed the idea of moving events out there, but what we are trying to do is try and find some creative ways in order to kind of lead people out to the different places to go shop and to eat and so on and so forth. So, there are social media efforts, and then by this new kind of pilot program of this Restaurant Week, we'll be able to start kind of, driving to businesses elsewhere.
Right.
Not that we don't want them to go to downtown. Don't get me wrong.
I will add on to that too. We love having events downtown, but we also know the businesses, sometimes it's tough to have, to add events down there. So really we're kind of maxed out there. I want to give an example of someone who's done it right. And how we've been able to support that is the Liberty Link Shopping Center, which is on Brentwood Boulevard. We went in and met with them, and I think like 8 or 9 of them joined the DVC, and the property manager was there at this meeting, and she was very supportive of the businesses in that center. I said, well, like, hey, would you be okay with them doing events? And they said, yeah, definitely. I understand not every shopping center is going to have that, but I will say power in numbers. If you can get not just one of your businesses in your center, you can get 8 or 10 of them to kind of come together and put something in front of your property owner or manager. I think that helps. That pretty much opens the gate, right? I would also say everything doesn't have to be an event either. When I say event, it doesn't have to be a street closure with like clowns going down the street. Sometimes you could do a scavenger hunt. We have a lot of success with that. I make this little stamp card. I would be happy to send that template to anybody to use or look at or be inspired to use. But you could do something that's not necessarily an event, but it's more of a promotion. It's more of, those are highly effective in terms of getting foot traffic. So I would be happy to talk with anybody about that, or if there's any shopping centers or areas that want some ideas, definitely. I would love to share some ideas with you about ways you can kind of work around that. And for us, like I took my kids for sure to the Posttoberfest, and that's a great event at Veterans Park. We want to see more events. That's a great park to do events at. But certainly I would say events, promotions, scavenger hunts, those types of things are great alternatives if you can't, put a full like carnival in your parking lot.
Mm.
And thank you for correcting me on the name so nicely.
It's okay.
Not Park.
It's pretty cute. My sister adopted a dog there, so we did like that.
So that was October 28th. It just happened. A couple other questions. There was a question about an online business. Both the chamber and the Downtown Brentwood Coalition, they market non-physical businesses. So you can cross market with them. There was a question related to business licenses, which, let's be clear, it's not really a business license. It's actually a business tax. It was a tax placed on businesses voted on by the residents. It's called a 218 prop. Any business that's operating within the city of Brentwood should have that. The city does on I won't call it a regular basis, but we are going through the process to ensure an equal playing field across the board. So I would encourage you to go out and get your business license. The first time, I think it's about $160 because there's a $50, $60 fee. After that, it's about $100. Unless you're hundreds of multiple hundreds of thousands of dollars, then it goes up a little bit. But it's not a significant. Well, I don't want it is money. I just want to make sure that it's not like it's going to be thousands of dollars for your business license. And we're actually going to have a workshop specifically on business licenses. One of the questions was, I don't have a business license. Can I participate in the makers market? We kind of have a deal with the makers market that for the first time, someone comes one time, there's no reason to have a business license. But if they're going to come multiple times, it's only fair for our local brick and mortar businesses that they also have to pay this your business operation tax fee. And then there was a question about newsletters. The city, the chamber, and the downtown group all sends out great emails. Encourage you to get on their list, to read them, to share it. One of the best things, I've heard both Amy and Karri talk about this, sharing some of, they share competitor type of events. Share your favorite local business and share that. I mean, one of the people asked if people were on Nextdoor here. Usually everything I find on Nextdoor is either there's a person trying to sell something, or there's someone trying to say how horrible a local business or a person or whatever it was is. I encourage you, if you're a local small business, go talk to the small businesses. They would love to help you out before you blast them on social media. So be respectful of your other businesses. So I think I've got all the questions at this time. While Karri and Amy, I'm going to let them give kind of a final wrap up for both their organizations, and then I will put up a slide with the city's contact information. And I just want everybody to know you can call any four of us that are here on this webinar, and we'll help you out. So there's times that you might not want to talk to a government agency. That's quite all right. Call Karri, call Amy, they'll help you out. And there's many times that you might call Karri and Amy, they say, hey, you need to go to the city, and they'll help you out. And they know who to pick up the phone and call. And if they don't know, they might call myself and Ricardo, and then we might direct. But they have almost everybody's cell phone inside the city, and we want to help. So since we started with Amy, maybe I'll go to you, Karri, and you can just say your last 2 cents.
Oh, no, I just thank you all very much for having us be a part of it. Like I said before my presentation, when I started my business 10 years ago, I grew up in a family that said, if you're going to start a business, you always look at your Chamber of Commerce for help. And that was what I had done. I went to my Chamber of Commerce I got the everything I needed to get my business started. And I've always felt that that is super, super important. And one of the things that drives us in what we do is helping people start their businesses and then making those businesses succeed. The one thing about the chamber, we all have that same mission, is to grow the businesses in the community, and make our businesses, stronger business owners, stronger employee bases as well. So again, Amy and the Downtown Brentwood Coalition does a great job. I've been so grateful and happy for the presentations that we've been doing together, as well as the collaborations that we're going to be doing in a couple of events that are moving forward. It's been an incredible partnership, and I thank you very much for that. And again, you can't go wrong with either one of our organizations in order to be able to help you with your business. So call us anytime, reach out, come to any of our events and just kind of check us out and see what it is that we do. We are always happy to help any of the businesses here in the community.
All right, thank you, Karri. Turn over to you, Amy.
Great, thank you. Thank you for that, Karri. It's definitely a privilege to be in this position, to be able to support these entrepreneurs, to support you guys. And I think we can talk about these presentations and that's all very helpful. I think if you're someone who's looking to get involved, there were some really great questions. I love those questions about how do I get my product in December, or how do I get into an event? I know it's competition's tough out there. I think personal relationships, or just getting in front of people is a big part of it. So the chamber has these great networking events. For us, we're pretty much a captive audience. If you walk downtown, you can walk into Sip and Scoop, you can walk into Rubiano's, you can walk into, Drenched, or you can walk into any business and you can say to them, hey, is it worth it to join the Downtown Brentwood Coalition? Like, what do you think about that? Is that worth it for you? And I guarantee you every shop owner down there will tell you a story about what that's meant for their business, and how being a part of this kind of community of like-minded businesses has been great for them. And also, as Darren stated, I love that the businesses will share competitors' posts. They will do that. And I think that says a lot about the confidence that they have in their own product, and that it's not about tearing each other down. It's absolutely about building each other up. And since we've recognized that over the last several years, that's been a big key to this success, is someone else does not have to do poorly for you to do well. That's just really, it's kind of counterintuitive, really. And so I would say, reach out to me. You can email me, call me. You can check out our website a little bit. There's, you can see our events, see some of the upcoming stuff, see the membership benefits and everything that's listed on Downtown. It's actually BrentwoodDowntown.com is our website. Check that out. And I would be glad to talk with anyone, or certainly anyone in these other shopping centers or areas that are feeling like marginalized, or just kind of isolated because they're kind of in an area that's maybe, we get it. We're not near the freeway. Downtown is not close to, you really have to make a concerted effort to come to downtown. And so we understand the challenges that to get foot traffic to a certain area. And I'd be glad to provide some insights or ideas, and certainly support and marketing support for those efforts. So thank you guys. Thank you, Economic Development. Thank you, Darren. Thank you, Karri, so much. It's really been a pleasure doing this webinar with you today.
Yes.
Great. Thank you both. Had my contact information up there for a second. And then let me just leave you with one last thing as it relates to small businesses. This kills small business. Amazon, nothing against them. They come to my house regularly. But I would encourage you, when you're looking for a product, go to the Chamber's website, go to the Downtown Business website, and try, let our local businesses earn your business. I know I've done that. And probably, well over the majority of the times, the business is like, yeah, you know what, I think I can get that for you. They might not have it, but they can get it for me. And so I always appreciate that. And so I would encourage you, especially if you're a small business, please make sure that you think small, that you shop small, and that you shop local. Because guess what? It's not the corporate organizations that are supporting the events that we have down here, be it the Oktoberfest, the hometown Halloween that's coming up this Saturday evening. And so I would encourage you to do that. Again, please, if you're struggling in your business, call us. We have additional resources. And soon this video will be online. So if there's anything you missed, you can go back to it. And then it'll be on the city's YouTube site. And then we also have a website with it on it. And then also next month is going to be marketing. And then I think a couple months after that, we might take a break for during the December holiday. And then we'll be back in January with, if I remember correct, I think it's business licenses. So encourage everyone to follow our city emails and appreciate it. And everybody have a profitable day. Thank you, Karri. Thank you, Amy.
Thank you.